Okay, folks, well, this is crazy. So I saw this video and I had to comment on it. This is a young woman, 23-year old, with 3 kids. I think she has 2 baby daddies, never been married, and this is the problem I'm having, not just with Kendra G, but society in general. These young women is they're having these babies. It's almost like they're allergic to birth control. They absolutely refuse birth control. My guess is they're doing the old technique of let me have a baby by him so I can lock him in. But babies don't keep men around. The thing is, she keeps dating the wrong dudes, or she's attracted to the wrong dudes, and she keeps having babies by dudes. Now she's 23 years with 3 kids. What man in his right mind is going to hook up with her? And she works at Walmart. Talking about she take care of her kids. Baby girl, you ain't taking care of nothing but BS, because Walmart's pay minimum wage. That means you on Section 8, which means you're probably getting welfare of some sort. You're probably getting some type of food stamps. So you're not taking care of yourself. The state and taxpayers are taking care of you. And then you got piece of crap baby daddies who's not even freaking helping you at all. What really got me triggered when I watched this video is when Kendra G, who don't have any kids and no man and never been married, talking about that child support is for the kids. That's an absolute lie. Child support used to be for the kids. Child support now is for the woman, because you look at Kevin Costner and any of these other guys where they're paying these crazy amounts of money that you could never pay to take care of kids. I've raised kids before. You don't need $120,000 a month to take care of a kid unless you got 120,000 of them. And he was doing it for 2 kids, and he's not the only one that gets basketball. Anybody with funds gets taken advantage of, because the system is designed for women. Because Kendra G don't have any kids, she has no idea, and she don't pay any child support. So she doesn't understand the concept that child support is no longer for just the child. It is for the child slash mother. So let's go ahead and watch this crazy video. I had to comment on this. This video was so off the chain, and it demonstrates how young black women refuse to use birth control and try to trap men. Usually, the men they try to trap are the ones that are the most piece of garbage in the world. And this is the problem that we have, because we have women having babies out of wedlock. You having babies by multiple different dudes. When your kids grow up, they can, if this dude out here laying pipe to other women, it would be easy for your children to hook up with a half sibling and then have defective kids. Let me speak that one more time for you, folks here, if you don't understand this. If he's out here laying pipe to everybody and you don't even wear condoms, he could be literally having babies out with other women, and your siblings can hook up with them and have babies. And then you have a rack of, if you know anything about biology, DNA, and all that good stuff, close relatives, you have a great likelihood of have birth defects and deformities. And you don't know what babies he has that he hasn't told you. And this is, yeah, I don't understand the mindset of you chicks. Oh, anyway, let's watch this video.
Hello?
Hello.
Have you been here before?
No, you hung up on me
Why hang up on you?
because my as soon as I joined, my volume went low, so I couldn't hear you.
Okay, well, we're back good now. This the best light you had?
Well, I'm outside.
Okay. What's your name?
Akandra,
Okay. Kendra. Where you calling me from? What
Texas,
part?
Wichita Falls,
Wichita Falls. Do you have any kids? How old
three,
are your kids?
7, 3, and 4.
7, 3, and 4, all by the same man?
Mm-mm.
How many men?
Everybody got their own daddy.
Everybody. You get a daddy, you get a daddy, you get a daddy.
We all get a daddy.
We all get a daddy.
Straight 304, giving it up to everybody.
Okay. Akandria, how old are you?
23. Don't look like that.
And you know what's sad? Even sad, she's 23 years old. Look at where her hairline is, wearing that fake hair in her head. She's gonna be bald headed before she's well into her 30s. Yet she still wants to look white. But let's go ahead and go.
Girl, what's going on?
Life, running into the wrong people.
Why you not with the 3-year-old dad?
Her daddy was a one night stand. And I just happened to get.
Are you serious? So you let a dude you didn't even know run raw on you. Oh, again, when I'm telling you about these 304s out here with all these babies trying to look for the good guys, trying to find some sucker, some simp to come in and save a hoe.
Why not with the 4-year-old dad?
I was with him for 4 years, but he a cheater and a hoe.
And the 7-year-old dad probably was a high school situation. Okay. Kendra, what do you do now for a living, honey?
Well, I work at Walmart.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, yeah. This is a Kendra, Texas, 3 kids, 23, works at Walmart. What kind of man you looking for, sweetheart?
I'm looking for a. I don't know. Well, I'm looking for. I really don't know, but I'm looking for somebody that is a protector, a leader, a provider, someone who is understanding, loving. I'm just looking for. I can't really describe it, and
Of course you don't know what she's looking for. Look at the receding hairline, the piercings in both nostrils, and it looks like she has a tongue ring. She don't know what she wants because she's too busy getting ran through.
I wrote down what I was gonna say, but it's in the house, and I don't feel like going.
It's in the house. What are
Mama
your
was a Rolling Stone. Y'all funny, but y'all don't get to me. But you can go ahead.
what are your deal breakers?
I don't do cheaters. I don't like men that's addicted to drugs. I don't like liars. Um, Anybody that's still dealing with a baby mama because I'm a baby mama, so I know how that goes.
And you think she would learn from the first child, but she didn't.
So I know how women play little games and men play the games too.
Do you still do with your baby daddies?
And
Do they pay child support?
girl, one told me that he'll quit working before he pays child support. So
Again, Rookie, Ray Ray, and Pookie, the dudes that she's having sex with. She's not having sex with the guys that are responsible. She's having sex with the loser dudes that's willing to run helmet on her. Do you not understand the stories I'm telling you guys? How these trifling women only want a good man after they've been ran through and have a bunch of damn babies?
So they're not helping you financially with your kids?
nah, I'll take care of them. I don't trip.
Okay.
Working at Walmart? Really?
Can the guy have kids?
He can.
Do you want more kids?
I do. I want a son.
Do you have all
I have all
girls?
girls.
So, Kendra, I want you to respond to this because it's definitely going to be a comment if I make you a highlight. What would you say to the guy that's concerned that you have 3 kids by 3 different men and you have 2 kids under 5, a 3 and a 4-year-old?
I mean, I don't really know what to say, but I don't deal with my baby daddies, so there's no doubling back on that or worrying about me having to deal with that. I actually don't deal with them at all, so I'm not tied to no other man technically. It's just me and them, me and my girls. So
Okay. Okay. Does a new guy have to look a certain way?
I've learned that looks ain't all that, so no.
Okay. No. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, just be able to provide for yourself, and me as well.
Again, no concept about finances. To be able to provide for him, himself, you, and 3 bastard children, and you have no clue of how much that's going to cost. Of course she doesn't, because she's on Section 8 and she's getting welfare and food stamps. She has no idea what the cost will be.
eventually.
Provide for you in what ways?
I do like to be spoiled, so that. Um,
I bet you. Oh gosh, I would love to know how those guys that ran through you spoiled you. They didn't.
I don't need nobody to take care of me because I take care of myself.
Working at Walmart, I doubt it.
Okay. Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, hold on. Ah, shit, I can't stand it up. I'm outside. Okay, well, I don't have no. Well, I have a sports bra.
Okay. Okay.
Why am I not surprised she's about the size of a small water buffalo?
So, Chondria, when was your last relationship?
It was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Hold on, can I say something? Y'all trying to say I'm 23 with 3 kids, and y'all mama and grandmas was 20 with like damn near 15, 16 kids. So it really don't matter.
Boo. They were married to the husband they had those kids with, and that was a different time. That's back when they needed kids to work on farms. There's no reason why you got 3 kids at the age of 23. This is how delusional she is. She doesn't. They fail to take responsibility in their poor ass decision making, and look how she went. Well, your grandmother had 15 kids. Yes, you know why? Because mortality rates were much higher than it is today. You'll be lucky to have half your kids survive. You had 3 kids by 2 different men, refused to use any type of protection to prevent that in a society where we don't need any extra kids. I mean, yes, we do need some extra kids, but this is what is driving me crazy with these women who foundationally are building the house from the roof down, which is always an epic failure. They don't see that they need to find a dude, get married, and then carry. They're just letting any random dude run up in that, shoot up that club, and leave a deposit like they're going to the bank, and they still don't see a problem with it. That's the problem with the black community. It's like almost like they, it's almost like they ground it straight to the positive is grounded straight to ground, and it's ridiculous, man. It really is ridiculous, and they won't take accountability for the bad mistakes they keep making, and they continue making these badass mistakes to the point where they're no longer an option for any man, because now you got you and whatever bastard kids you have. Oh, whatever.
Y'all grandmas and all that had 30 damn kids, and y'all worried about me with 3 kids at 23. Y'all are weird.
Straight ghetto. See, when you see these words, these women using these filler words like weird, end of the day, and all this other stuff, I guarantee, I bet my life that boy is in the projects. That's weird. Who even says that? Because you have a disagreement with someone. Oh, that's weird that you complain. We're not talking about their grandparents. We're talking about you in 2024 having 3 kids by 2 different dudes. There's no reason for you to have that many kids, and you still not married, and chances are you won't get married. And yet that's weird to you. See, women use those filler words to justify their bad behavior, and their lack of understanding of the English language.
Real weird. And I can be spoiled at 23 by a man who don't want to be fucking.
Who's gonna spoil you with 3 kids, boo boo? You should have got spoiled when you hooked up with your husband and had the 3 babies by. Ain't nobody gonna spoil you. You average at best. I'll give you a straightforward 4.9. You barely average, and you have a receding hairline at 23. You work at Walmart, which means you make no money. You on Section 8, food stamps, and you're probably getting some other kind of aid, because at Walmart you are not self-sufficient. You're not. Let me say this one more time. You cannot sustain yourself with an apartment or a house, feed yourself and your three bastard ass children, and buy clothes and all this on Walmart salary. It's not gonna happen. So any man that deals with your ratchet ass is going to have to take on a payload of you. And you notice how she said she want eventually want that man to be a sole provider. So you want a man to come by, take you and your three bastard ass children and you and your ratchet self, and take care of you. Boo, that time, that ship has came and gone.
Spoiled by a man that's claimed they want them and love them.
Anything? Oh. Want to say anything else?
No.
Okay. Okay, cousin. She's ready for that smoke, cousin. She's ready for that smoke. You say your last relationship was 2 years ago? You don't have to answer. I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 3 months ago.
Is that person an option?
Nah.
Why you keep having?
Of course, that person is an option. She's a sperm bank. She's letting any dude run up, and I guarantee that guy didn't use a condom either. Ran up in it, shoot up the club. They nasty as all get. And some of you guys out here having sex with these same chicks who letting guys run up in them raw dog. In some cases, not once like it takes a special kind of nasty woman to have a what they call it, have meet up with a guy and have sex with him, a one night stand. That's what it's called. Sorry. It takes a special kind of trifling woman to have a one night stand with a dude and get pregnant. Extra trifling, which means she was not only did she have sex with him without a condom, she had sex when she was ovulating, so she could get pregnant. These are these ratchet ass chicks y'all dudes need to stay away from. They don't care. All they're looking for is a paycheck. That's why I'm a sole advocate for getting rid of Section 8, welfare, food stamps, WIC, because we have a group of people who are sitting there acting like buffoons, having babies by whoever. If you got rid of that mess, they would make better decisions, or they'll starve. I don't have a problem with a woman starving if she keeps making bad decisions back to back. When you have Planned Parenthood, where you can go get free birth control, even if you can't afford it. If you can't afford birth control, you can still get it. And yet you refuse to use it and just keep getting ran through and popping out babies like they raisinets. Yeah, I don't have no sympathy for y'all ratchetness.
Sex with men you can't stay with in a long-term relationship.
I don't know. Honestly. I think it's the type of men that I attract. Well, not even attract. It's the type that I choose. I be trying to go off looks, and looks really don't be all that.
Dude, you can still use birth control, but you don't. That's too much like right.
Yeah, I think you're young, so I always give people, I sit here with life experience. But have you ever gone to therapy to make
I've honestly thought about that. Honestly, it's because I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to talk to people about stuff, but I've honestly thought about that.
Okay, because I think you might need some guidance on how the decisions you make can affect you for your whole entire life. And, if you continue to have sex with men who you can't build a future with, do you want to have another child with another guy that is going to be a baby daddy?
I've already got in my mind that I'm not having no more children until I'm married. And
Boo, that's too late. Only a fool would marry you with 3 kids. Only a simp. A simp may marry you with 3 kids, but anybody that got more than 2 brain cells in their head ain't gonna marry you. You got too much baggage, boo. Too much. The thing is, you did it. You women need to stop building a house from the roof down. Don't have babies, random babies, because you think you'll be able to lock that dude down. If you gonna be ratchet and have sex with random dudes, use protection. There's lots of it, and most of those protections, they say condoms 80%. I can give you some I can give you some personal wisdom. Trojans. Now, if you go back to the days of lifestyle, they were garbage. You go back to the days of Trojan. Even they say condoms 80%. Trojans with me has been 100%. Never broke a Trojan. Lifestyles, whole different scenario. But Trojan get you a quality brand, and you don't have to worry about what to go. Use if you have him use birth control, use him a condom, use birth control, and have Plan B as a backside. There is no excuse why you were pregnant. But these lazy ass broads will let a dude shoot up her club raw dog. That's what you guys need to worry about, because if they let them do it, they're gonna. If they let them do it, you're gonna be able to do it, and it's nasty. It's all out, because you know what happens when a man does that in a woman. What doesn't ooze out gets absorbed into her system. Ugh, nasty.
Okay. Okay. So you got to be married. Okay. What are three flaws you think you have to work on, honey?
Three flaws that I think I have to work on. Um,
I bet you can't three. I bet you she can't name three because she thinks she's perfect.
I think I honestly don't.
I can tell you. One, stop being a 3 or 4. Second, start using birth control. 3, get a damn education so you can get a better job with your 3 kids. But she doesn't see a problem with herself, which is another problem.
No, you changed up the questions.
No,
You
because
added a question.
you can't think of three things you need to work on.
Not right off the bat of my head.
Let me give you some. Let me give you some. Number one, stop sleeping with men you can't be in committed relationships with. Stop sleeping with men who do not agree to be with you in a committed relationship. Number two, a flaw is always needing men around. I think you should take some time to yourself.
I don't need men around.
Well,
I
you're
don't always need men around.
so you take me time.
I do. I've been
What?
on me time.
How long was your me time?
I've been on me time. Well,
Notice the position of her eyes when she answers this question. She's lying. She don't know what me time is. She's going from one John to the next. And watch this BS that Kendra G is about to tell her, which is horrible advice.
if you talking about the last sexual encounter I had, but before then, I was doing me time for like 2 years. I was in Florida for single for 2 years, and then I moved here.
In those 2 years, did you learn anything about yourself?
I actually, honestly, I didn't take the time to. I was just busy worrying about me and my children and working, trying to provide. Honestly,
Okay, okay. Would you date a guy that had three baby mamas?
it really depends on the situation. I can't say yeah, and I can't say no. It really depends on where they at with their co-parenting. If they still trying to hunch on each other, or if they're actually co-parenting.
Okay.
Notice the delusion. It's okay to accept her for her 3 bastard children, but it depends on if when it comes to the man side.
Okay. He said he can't have kids. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, honey?
Because for one, I'm a great person inside and outside. Um, I mm, that's fun.
She can't even tell how she would be. I'm a good person from inside. That's very subjective. She don't even know why a man would want her. Tears explaining the position that she's in now.
Funny. I'm a great person inside and outside. Um, I don't know. Honestly, besides that, I ain't even. I don't know.
Never thought about it.
Where's my parents for guidance, baby? I had a mother and a father. They
Yeah, if you had a mother and father, you had a horrible mother and father. If you ended up the way you are now, I have seen some female children get this way when they have parents that are overly religious and they become kind of become a 304 for better words. But apparently your father wasn't strong enough because he should have bashed your head. He should have bashed some sense, talked some sense. I shouldn't say bash, talked some sense into you. But you know something? I don't believe you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a woman's first love is her father, and you are here looking for love tells me that your father wasn't around. Women that tend to have strong father figures tend not to get pregnant, especially multiple pregnancies without getting married. So I'm a little I'm questioning the truth that she's saying, and especially with the movement of her eyes when certain questions are asked to her. I think she's lying personally.
Were married. They were in the same household as me. That's where they were. When you're a sheltered child and you're the only sheltered one, you create a sneaky motherfucker, and that's what happened.
See, notice the language, straight ratchet. My guess, if she did
I
have a
was
mother,
very shocked.
if she did have a mother and father, they lived in the projects just like she did, because no serious mother and father. Anyway,
And I grew up with nothing but brothers. So my mama and daddy, they sheltered me and kept me inside. So that's where the baby came at 15. Y'all little hoes funny. Sorry, Kendra.
Okay. And so you had how many brothers?
I have four brothers.
Four brothers. Did they give you the game about men?
Yeah. I just, it was me.
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It was me, young and dumb. That's it. Young and dumb.
So now, what did you learn after baby number three? Because it feels like now after baby number three, you've learned some things.
I don't want nobody that just like, if sex is an interest to you right off the bat, I'm not really interested. Um, I have nothing but daughters, so therefore I'm kind of looking to be loved a little different because I have daughters, so therefore I have to.
boo boo, you are a predator's dream. You got three daughters. You saying that you don't want a man? Men are sexual creatures. So if you think you're gonna get a man and not want to give up no nookie, you might as well forget that. And you got three kids. You know what you need to do? Don't date until your three kids are out of the house. You have three daughters, and there's too many scenarios where your three daughters end up getting hurt by men you bring in because you need a man. She's one of many of these women who have that need to have a man in her life, even at the expense of a child. I guarantee, I'm willing to bet you $1 that what she's saying, that she won't have a man move in because she got three daughters. I'm telling you, that's going to go straight through. As soon as he says yes, I'm committed to you, he's going to move right into the house because she has a need to have that man in her house, and she's not counseling. Is nothing. She don't even think she has any flaws, so she's not going to get any counseling at all. She don't think there's anything wrong with her, but yet she can't tell you anything good about her. Absolutely delusional.
Lead by example for them because I'm trying to show them the correct way. I can't have men in and out because I have daughters. I'm the first person.
Boo boo. If you really want to show your daughter something, you'll take that fake ass hair out of your head, take them damn nose rings out of your nose, and take that ring out of your damn tongue. You already a bad influence on your children. Low grade women are doing the stuff you doing. Rings in your nose, and the whole purpose of having that tongue ring is for you can. I can't say it on YouTube, but we all know what the tongue ring is for. And you bald headed all get out. So if you want to be a real example for your children, take that shit out of your head, take the rings out of your nose, and you got them in both nostrils, so you already ghetto as all get out, and take that mess out of your tongue before you even talk about raising your children. You have no idea how to raise girls anyway, because children are like magnets. They repeat what their parents do, and your kids see the way you look, the way you carry yourself with them rings and shit in your nose and stuff in your tongue and your hair. You damn near almost bald headed, and you're not even 25 years old. They're going to see that as being normal behavior. And with you passing men out through your life like you playing spades, Get for real, dude. Your daughters are gonna be just as jacked up as you gonna be. That you are.
And they're looking at. I'm not doing all that.
Try this, and everybody gets mad when I say this rule, but it will help you learn the type of man that will be willing to commit with you, opposed to just having sex with you. Don't sleep with anybody else who's not willing to be in a relationship with you. What women don't want to talk about enough is women have sexual desires too. Hold on a second. Uh,
And do.
Hold on 1 second. Women have sexual desires too, which is understandable. But women, unlike men at times, want the relationship. Most men can have sex with you and not desire a relationship. So, yes, ladies, you're going to have to learn sexual control if you desire a relationship, because you got to figure out who just want to sleep with you and who just want to have sex with you. And what's going to happen is you're going to forever be a person that, I mean, every woman with a vagina, for the most part, you're going to always be able to have sex. Somebody going to sleep with you. May not be the person you want, but somebody on this planet with a penis will sleep with you if you got a vagina. Does not mean they're going to wipe you up and be in a relationship with you. So if there's any first lesson you want to start with, is start with figuring out who will date me and be in a relationship with me versus who will just have sex with me. And the only way that you're going to learn that is if you set the tone and you set the ground rules. So at 23, and this may mean you might go without sex. I am saying that you may go without sex because a lot of men might not want to rise to that occasion and be in a relationship with you. And you're going to have to be okay and stand by that and walk away. But at least you know that he wasn't going to be with you. So that's the first thing you can start doing if you want to start somewhere. Okay. All right,
I'm
sweetheart.
listening.
For the person that wants to reach out to you, how can they reach out to you, honey?
My Facebook, a contract over it.
A contractober. Okay, baby girl.
You didn't even ask me the age range. I don't want no young man.
I forgot.
I
Go ahead.
prefer
What's the age range, honey?
I prefer them. At least 20. Well, no, at least 30. Uh, yeah.
So you're 23. You want to be at 30 and up.
Yes.
Do you want him to be in
I
Texas?
don't like.
Okay.
Yes.
You want him to be in Texas?
Mhm.
Okay. He has to be in Texas. All right. And you said money doesn't matter, right? What do you want to say?
Sometimes I'm still stuck on my baby daddy of not being on child support. I don't need their money, and y'all worried about the wrong thing. My baby daddy on child support, he just does not pay it. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. Child support is not a factor here.
Let me say this about child support. I think some men got mad when I was talking about this the other day. Child support is about the child. So I don't think the more money you have, the more opportunities you can afford for your child.
Let me speak on somebody who don't have any children and never been married. Child support used to be for the child. It is for the child and the mother, predominantly for the mother. See, this was when you get women who ain't never been married, ain't never had any kids, trying to speak about life. Kendra G don't have any kids, ain't never been married, can't keep a man to save her damn life. So, and then she has a dating site trying to promote relationships, and she don't know what the hell a relationship is because she can't even keep nobody. So here's what the problem is: she's feeding this bad information to these chicks. Oh, as long as you're in a committed relationship, yes, she can still. Unless she learns how to use condoms and birth control, a guy, a guy will lie to a woman just and tell her, yes, we're in a committed relationship, just to hit the skins, and then walk on about it, going about his business. That she's giving women horrible advice. And no, again, Kendra, child support is never where it used to be for the kids, but today it's not for the kids anymore. You want? I give you 1,000 examples. I give you hundreds of examples where the amount of money these women are getting for child support exceed the amount of money it takes to take care of that child. So stop feeding this bad information to women and start feeding better decisions that they need to make. These women out here just giving their bodies up to anybody. What they need to focus on, forget the committed relationships. They need to start getting married and finding quality dudes instead of keep pumping out kids like raisinets. That's what you're not addressing, and they keep doing it. Now, she's 23 years with 3 kids. The chance that she's going to find a quality man that's going to take her and her bachelor children is very small. Her life is pretty much ruined at this point. But it's crazy how people that don't have any kids or never been married preaching a story that they have nothing to do about, no knowledge of, or any experience of. But anyway, let's go ahead and go.
Money does make life a little bit easier. So, shout out to all the women who are bad by themselves and financially truly can't take care of their children. But there are women who should seek financial help from the men they had children with. And that's not about you, it's about the child having more opportunities because there's more income. And I think if more women held men accountable for child support, all these men would not be out here reckless making babies every day.
Again, she's redirecting towards the men. If more of these women start using birth control, they wouldn't be having these babies. Stop blaming men for everything when men only have 2 types of forms of birth control: permanent, which is a vasectomy, or condoms. Women have over 30 types of birth control, but decide to use 0 of them, and yet men are always to blame for why she's pregnant. Spoken from a woman who knows shit about life, or at least relationships-wise, because it's easier to blame somebody else than to blame yourself for doing the stuff you're doing. Women are the ones to decide if I got a girl pregnant today, I could not force her to have an abortion. So who's at fault? I'm still at fault. It takes 2 to tango, but only one can make the decision. So no. That's why we need to change these laws, because women are abusing these laws, and unless a man can say, "Hey, I got the right to have an abortion. I don't want to have that. I don't want that kid," and then he says, "Okay, let's have an abortion." And 2 of those laws change so that the men have equal rights, because we don't. Any woman today can make you a father if you don't want to be, but a woman can decide not to make you a daddy. All you got to do is go get an abortion, and you can't even stop her. See how backward the system is? And Kendra G, again, a woman who can't keep a man and a woman who don't have any kids would speak like that because she has no freaking experience about any of this. Stop blaming the men for everything. God, Jesus Christmas, you can't blame us for everything. Of course, you can, because it's easy to blame somebody else than blame you. Look, it's easier to blame somebody else than blame the person that you're looking at in the mirror.
The reason men got 12 kids because 11 baby mamas were like you and wasn't pressing them to pay child support. But I bet you if every time a guy had a child and he had to pay up for that child, he would control how many kids he creates.
Again, somebody who don't have any kids, and can't keep a man, you know who really has control of it? The woman. She can control what kids they have. Again, a woman giving another woman bad info. This is a problem. Y'all listening to these women who don't know jack about nothing, and you flowing with the road. Oh, it's not my fault I got pregnant. Or even though I could have used IUD, the shot, all this other stuff. I could have used the male condom. I don't even know if they even have those anymore. Or I could have used an IUD. All these other options you could have done. But of course, it's still a man's fault. Ridiculous.
So I don't think
And it's a lot of men.
I mean,
It's a lot of men that run from working so they don't have to pay child support.
this is true. I mean, listen, the dynamics could be a lot of different ways, but this isn't your first situation. You did this 3 times.
Touche.
Okay. Well, listen, I do have a love for you. Hopefully, something was given to you tonight that can help you look at things a little bit differently. But for the guy that wants to meet you right now, what is your Facebook page?
A Kendra.
A Contratober. All right, sweetheart. Well, you have a good Friday night.
Guys, leave this train wreck where you found it. Nothing's good going to come from this, because she's not going to take any responsibility, and Kendra G is giving her bad info. Don't respond to her. Don't hit her on Facebook. Don't hit her on IG. Whatever she has. Low grade woman. She's like It's like having a modern day car that you put full synthetic in. She's the regular oil that you're trying to put in a car that needs full synthetic. No, leave it alone. Going about your business. These are, and I'm hoping to get more videos emphasizing the way these women think and behave, and people like Kendra G and and Steve Harvey, who's gaslighting these women to think that their behavior is okay. Let's blame the men. You got, at some point in time, you got to take responsibility for the bad actions you're taking. You can't keep. Oh, it's like me saying, it's like me if I was an epic failure in life and I keep blaming the man because I'm epic failure. At one point in time, I have to look in the mirror and say, it's not the man, it's me. That's the mindset that women do. They don't want to take accountability for jack it, because it's easier to blame somebody else. And y'all women need to stop listening to people like Steve Harvey, Kendra G, because they're gonna leave you into a cesspool that you're never gonna get yourself out of. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you soon.